Hi, my name is Gudrun, and this is
Johan.
And welcome to Tipsy Tuesday. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the show. Now we are live from Studio C. Is this Studio C? Where are we?
Portland.
We're in Portland for Thanksgiving, but Mr. HP, our producer, is in Studio A.
Studio A. You guys are in Studio P.
The Studio P?
Yeah.
This is Studio P. I like it. Well, thank you everybody for being live with us. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you like our page, subscribe to our channel, and all that good stuff. Facebook as well. We have officially entered my favorite season of all, birthday week next week, but it's Advent season. So our first Advent project is going to be the tip of the day today. But I got to go to Portland a little early for the Thanksgiving holiday. Now, Papa is joining us tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yes. But we're excited to show you some great stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
Now, first off, let's talk about our winners. Now, Papa, you have a quilt behind you. We have a quilt behind us, too. Should we tell everybody what the quilt is?
Yeah.
Our quilt behind us is called Astrid. Astrid. And Pawpaw has which one? Amelie. Beautiful. That is a wonderful version of that. Now, Johan, are you going to tell everybody how old you are?
6.
Whoa.
6. Okay, how old were you when you first started to be on the show with me?
I think 4.
No, I think you were a tiny, teeny baby.
I think
you were a tiny, teeny baby sitting on the table.
I think 1.
Yeah, even not even that, I don't think. Yeah. So it's been a while. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you still like being my co-host. I love it.
So grown up.
Now, we spent a whole Amma and Johan day today yesterday. And today, kind of. So should we show everybody what we've been doing?
Yeah.
We play some games.
Oh, also.
Oh, yeah. Let's show them this. We made some crafts today.
This one's mine.
We made some snowmen. Cute snowmen. See. And we have some more to make because we saved some for Leo to make with us. And then we did what? We did some sewing.
Oh, yeah, some sewing.
We started a secret project.
Oh, for my mom.
Yeah. You picked a pattern. Well, we're doing...
For Christmas.
Yeah, so don't tell Sam, okay? Yeah. Don't tell Samantha. So it's going to be the Braid Runner, the printed batting kit, and this brand new fabric that we just got in is so pretty. And it's her favorite colors, isn't it?
Yeah, green.
It's Kylie's quilt room, and it's got all of the beautiful greens and the flowers, the plants, the indoor plant stuff that she loves.
Yeah.
So cool.
Johan is making her a table runner for Christmas. Don't tell. Okay, it's a secret.
Yeah.
But that's all we're up to, and we did go outside. We played some kickball today.
Yeah, we did. And only 2 people can play our kind of kickball.
Okay. Our kind of kickball. Yeah. Yes. And then we played our kind of horse too.
Oh yeah.
Just with kicking a soccer ball. Yeah, that was fun. And what else? You went bike riding, went to the store yesterday, got some stuff, but it's just been fun. But I think we need to announce our winner from last week, don't we, Mr. HP? Our winner from last week, I asked the question, what's the weirdest gift you have ever received? And
let's give a drum roll.
Who is our winner? Judy Yelton. Congratulations, Judy. Judy sent us an email to help@gequiltdesigns.com. And her answer was the weirdest thing, a gift she received was a head scratcher. Do you need a head scratcher?
No.
No, it's kind of silly, isn't it? Yeah.
I use my shoe like horns.
You use your shoehorn?
Back.
Oh, your back. Got it. I just use my fingers for my head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need a head scratcher. Okay, well, we kind of forgot to tell everybody to send us some hearts and thumbs up. Yay! If they like what they're seeing. And yeah. So I think it is time for what everybody's been waiting for. And that is our first Advent project.
Yeah.
So a little change about our Advent. If you've been watching us for years, this is, I think, year 6 that we're doing this. And it's amazing. Some small, fun projects. And we're excited for the projects this year. So one of the things that we've always done, we didn't have a box for the first few years, but now we have a box. So everybody that purchased the box, the pattern and the video will be in your account right after we play this on the show. So don't worry, just sit back and enjoy. You can go back and watch it. If you are interested in just the pattern and the video, you can purchase that right after the show. We have a special just for all of you. It's going to be $1 for the first hour after the show. And then it'll be $4.95 for the whole rest of the week, for a week until we play the next one. After the week, it goes to a regular price for a pattern, or actually it's way lower than a pattern price for a pattern and a video for $9.95. So something that we're doing for the community. And I know we've been able to have it free for all, but I explained on Friday that it is not unfortunately possible anymore because of bots that look out for those patterns and then they totally abuse our copyright on it. And so we have to put a price on it. So for you, if you're watching us, $1. $1. All right. Are we ready? So we filmed also when I opened the box and everything. So if you have your box and want to open it with us, it's always fun. So let's dive into our first Advent project. Woo-hoo! Let's take a look inside our Advent box. Now, if you purchase one of these, you will find a little card here wishing you happy holidays. This is going to show you where you'll find your patterns and the full videos and how to access all of that. So awesome, awesome. We're gonna start with our first open November 25th. Let's see what we have in store today for our project. Let's see what we have in here. Okay, some nice packages. Let's look at this. We have some batting. Ooh, this is Insul Bright, so a little insulated batting. We have some fabric, beautiful art gallery fabrics, some template. Ooh, I think we can kind of guess what we're making based on the recipe book, don't we? Let's see. We have the batting and something fun in here. Oh, nice serving spoons for our casserole dishes. So let's see what we're going to be making. Hi, my name is Gudrun from GE Designs. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a casserole carrier with a removable lid that acts as a trivet. For starting our casserole caddy and trivet, make sure you have your pattern printed out. And in particular, make sure you print it out in actual size. Make sure your printer doesn't fit it. How you can know if it's actual size, measure the template. The straight sides here should be 3 inches. So let's look at our fabrics. You want to start by cutting your fabrics. You have 2 fabrics
that you're gonna cut into 2 different size rectangles, the larger and the smaller. You're gonna do some 2.5-inch strips as well for the handles. And then you are going to be cutting the insulated batting, the Insulbright, in those same sizes. Only difference is the strips are not going to be full width because the Insulbright is not as wide as our fabrics. It's only half. So you're going to cut 2.5-inch strips from the Insulbright. So with that, we are ready to get started. We are calling one fabric our lining and one fabric our main fabric. So I'm going to have my red as my main, but you can choose either or. And actually the carrier is reversible too. So let's start by taking the smaller rectangles and the strips and set those aside. And we're going to get started on the main large piece. And before we get started with this one, we are going to take our template and trace it onto, you can cut it out of a cardboard. If you have our advent box, we had a little template plastic that I just traced and cut out. This is going to make it really easy. We're going to trace on the back side of the main fabric. And what we want to do is I just use a pen, something that I can easily see. You can use a water erasable pen, anything else you want. But I like pens versus chalk because otherwise it might kind of rub off and disappear. What we want to do is place those templates in the 4 corners and then just trace the curved edges on all 4 corners like this. So we have a nice line there. We are going to be folding these up and then sewing along that curved side. How you do that, you just fold the corner up and then you match up those lines on each side here. So here and then across the other side. It should fold out to a perfect corner. And then we just want to add a pin right there. And once we get to the sewing machine, we're going to be sewing right along that curved edge. So setting this aside for now, because we're going to do same thing with our lining piece of fabric. We're going to layer the lining piece of fabric with the same size of the Insulbright. And you can so you want to put your lining fabric face down on your table and then the Insulbright on top. You can baste it using basting spray or just some pins. But we literally do the same thing here with the template. We're going to draw that in the 4 corners. And then I just took a ruler and connected the 2 tips of the points that I drew with a template, and we're just drawing an X to connect them straight across. So that is our prep work. Before then moving into step 2, I prefer to use a walking foot whenever I'm working with the thick layers. So you can put a walking foot if you have one on your sewing machine. And what I did first is just stitch a straight line following that X. This is just quilting these 2 layers together. You'll see I've already done that. Just an X following those 2 lines that we drew. And then we're going to be folding this up just like we did with that main fabric. So I have my pins here, or you can use clips. So what we want to do is fold this, and this is now 2 layers, both the Insulbright and the lining. And we're just matching up again those lines, moving things around until they are matched up. And either using pins or you can use clips as well. Clips work great with thicker layers like this. And then you want to do that on all 4 corners, just like we did with that main fabric. And so once we have that done, you're going to go ahead and sew right on those drawn lines. And then we're going to trim that excess piece off. So when I have my main fabric, here's my main fabric, I've sewn the curved sides just like this. This was folded like this. I sewed right on the line, and then I just trimmed this to about 1/4 inch. So then you have this kind of a bowl shaped or the casserole dish shape kind of piece with both units. So you'll see this creates somewhat of like a boat. So once you have this, we're gonna set that aside and move on to our handles. So our handles, we're gonna be making with a 2.5-inch strips. So what I recommend is cutting your strips in half so they're only half width, so about 21 inches or so. You don't have to trim off the selvages at this point. And I'm going to teach you a little trick on the handles to turn the handle, make it really easy. So we have our 2.5-inch strip of the Insulbright, and then I'm going to lay my my lining fabric right side up, right on top of the Insulbright. And then I just take a scrap piece of fabric like this, scrap strip, or you can cut off a selvage, use that. I'm just going to lay that right here in the middle of my strip. And then I'm going to take my second strip and put right sides together on top of this. So then I want to sew with my walking foot. I want to start sewing on one side just with a 1/4-inch seam up one side, and then straight across here, catching that little strip inside, and then down the other way. Make sure you backstitch at the start and stop of each one. So I have one done here. You can see I went up one side, straight across, and then back down. So now what I'm gonna do is go right inside and find that little piece of fabric that I sewed in and left in the middle. You wanna make sure it doesn't get caught in the seams. And now this is gonna be my tool for turning. Now before I do anything, I like to trim this end to make it easier to turn. And I start pulling on that middle piece of fabric, and then just help it along here on the end by tucking that end inside. And then as we keep pulling and turning that whole handle, it is the slickest thing ever. And you're just using some scrap strips that you have, maybe some cutoffs. Usually when I clean off my edges of fabric, I throw those in a little scrap bin that I can use for things like this. So pulling it all the way through, and there you can see it come out. And once you have that, you just want to flatten it, make sure you pull the seams out. And on this end, I'm just going to cut this off. And that cuts off this little strip that I used to turn. Just going to pull the corners out a little bit, and then I'm just going to cut right across here because we're not going to use this. So throw that away. And so now we're going to take this to our iron and give it a really good press, this handle, and push it out, press it. And then you're going to take and top stitch about 1/4 inch along each side. You can see it. So on each side, you're going to just top stitch about 1/4 inch. So that leaves your handle nice and flat, and you should have 2 of them. Once you have them pressed and top stitch, that's when I trim them to the right size. We want them to be the same size, which is most important. So follow the instructions in the pattern to trim it with 2 nice flat ends here on each side. So now we are ready to assemble our whole casserole carrier. So we're going to take our carrier and make a couple of measurements and marks to mark where the handles go. So what I've done here, I measured 2.5 inches from the seams on the corners, and we're going to put 2.5 inches in on both sides, a little mark. This is where those handles will be pinned. So I'm going to make sure that your lining is touching lining. So we're going to pin it here to the inside. So the outer edge of the handle is on that mark. And I'm just going to put a pin here to hold this. and then making sure to not twist the handle, just pull the other side. And again, the outer edge of that handle like this, and put a pin. I'm going to do this on both sides with both handles. All right, now it's inside, and now we're going to take our main fabric piece that we sewed up the corners and trimmed as well, and make sure we place that inside with the long sides matching, and we want to put it right sides together. Right sides like, so you're looking at the back side of it, and you want to match up those seams in the corners, seams with the seams of the main piece. So I'm just matching these up. I like to put pins in the corners, and then you can use clips to clip all the way around. I'm using my heavy duty pins. They're a little bit thicker and sturdier when we're working with thick layers like this. I like to use them when I'm doing Quilt As You Go as well. So I'm going to mark the 4 corners, and then I'm going to follow it up with placing clips along the edges. So once this is placed together, we are going to be sewing around the whole edge, the raw edge on the top here, but leaving an opening. You want to leave about a 4-inch opening, and I like to leave just that opening at least 4 inches on one of the short sides. Then you have your handles all secured in there. I'm going to leave about this much here on this side, but I'm going to pin along the outside edges and then sew, and I'll bring back and show you how we turn it. So here I've sewn all the way around, and we're just going to go in here and pull this out so that we want the insole bright to end up on the inside of the carrier. Once you have it turned, I'm going to take it to my iron, press those edges really nicely. You want to find that opening and make sure you press those edges a 1/4 inch in like this and just pin them. And then once I have it all nice and pressed and layered, I'm going to top stitch all the way around the edge to catch that opening and secure all the edges. But this is our carrier part. So next is working on our top to cover and the trivet part. So here we have the smaller rectangle that we're going to use for the top of the carrier, and it's also going to act as our trivet. It's a loose piece because it has that multifunction, which I love. So we're just going to layer these. Again, you can use spray-based or pin-based or do whatever you want. What we want to do first before adding the backing or the lining, we're just going to quilt this any which way you want. So I've just gone ahead and stitched just a diagonal grid on mine. You can see it better here. It doesn't have to be much, but it's nice. It holds together nicely, and it's going to lay pretty flat once we have it on the table as using it as a trivet. So then we're going to take our lining piece, and I like to just layer these. You can cut the corners off first, but I like to just layer these first and do it all at the same time. So I'm just layering this on top of my quilted piece, right sides together, and I'm just going to pin the corners because we still have to cut the angled corners off. And so it's good to just pin the sides and not into the corners. So what we want to do for trimming those corners off, and this is all described in step 8 after the quilting part. You want to either just use a ruler and measure down on each side 3.5 inches and then make a diagonal cut to cut the corners off. I have a little trick here. If you have the Stripology mini ruler, you can use the diagonal white dotted white line here, line that up with the edge. And I also have my sticker here on the 2.5 inch slit. So the corner goes to that slit. We have this edge on the dotted white line, and then the other side on the dotted black line that comes from the 5 inch line here, all coming together on the 2.5 inch. And I'm just going to cut through the 0 slit and cut those corners off like that. I'm going to go around and cut all 4 corners. And of course, I will show you here later, you can play with this top and trivet part, and you could use a panel block. You could do different things for different seasons or occasions. You could do piece blocks as well, any kind of patchwork, but we're just gonna keep it simple today with the 2 fabrics. So now I'm just gonna sew around the whole edge, again, leaving an opening so that I can turn it through the opening, and we do the same thing, turn it, press it, and then top stitch around the whole edge. So now that we have our caddy ready and the trivet, let me show you. So this pattern is made for Pyrex, either the 3/4, so 9 by 13 is a size, 3/4 is the lower, lower size, and then the 5/4 is the deeper of the two. They're the same dimension, but the 5/4 is the deeper. So it works for both of them. This is my old one, so you will wrap it around the sides. It pulls up a little bit like that. And then the lid or the topper, the trivet, will go over it, and you can tuck it on the sides, tuck it in on the sides, and then carry your dish. You can have it covered with aluminum foil, or maybe you have a lid for the shorter one, but this is how it works. So then when you get to your function, you can take out the trivet and place your dish on the pretty trivet and protects the table at the same time. So let me just show you how you can do it with a deeper one, and even including the thick lid that comes with it. So it fits right inside, and you'll see the lid will stick out, which is fine. And so the same thing with the top. You tuck it in on the sides, and you can actually turn it this way, like that. Tuck it in on the sides, and the corners will stick out, so it easily tucks, ready to be carried wherever you need to go. And like I said, it's reversible, so you can flip it to this side. And then you can do different trivets and have fun with it. We made our prototype here with just a gray fabric, 2 gray fabrics, and just a simple topper like this. But then we made different options for that. So let me show you. You could do an applique in the middle, or use a panel block possibly, or you could just piece any kind of pattern. This is our little Kim pattern, and quilt it up, and that could be your top. Of course, going to be really pretty on your table. I hope you enjoyed making the casserole carrier. I'll definitely be using this for my next venture out when I have to bring a hot dish. And the best part is we can make the trivet to match any occasion. So remove it, put it on your table, and dish up your dish for your friends and family. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.
I am glad I've seen your comments that you're all liking the Advent project, and Johan has been holding it up here for a while. Yes. Oh, Papa is trying to get in it. Look. So fun. So yes, this one is for a 9x13 Pyrex dish in particular. Of course, they work for very similar dishes. I have some that are more square, so just kind of try it. You can make some adjustments on the sizes, of course, whatever. But I just love the idea that the trivet is separate and you can play with doing different things for it. It's perfect for orphan blocks, things like that. And of course, just having two fabrics makes it reversible and really fun. We have some great fabrics available in 1 yard that you could use. You need a 1/2 yard of two fabrics, or if you want it all one fabric, it's a yard. So here are some of the amazing fabrics that I think would make fantastic casserole carriers. And if you're wondering about, there it is. This is Heima.
Ooh,
this is
Heima.
Alma's fabric. This is the sorrel, the knit and the sorrel color. That would be great with maybe, that one is fun. I don't remember what this one is called.
What's it called?
Mr. HP, you have to tell us the name of this because we don't see the photos.
Jewelry box. I see treasure trinkets.
Oh, jewelry box. Yes. So these are probably great as accent pieces. And then we have some holiday ones, don't we?
Yep. Morning latte
that one would be
espresso.
great.
Oh, yeah.
Morning latte. That would be super pretty. Maybe with some red as the other color.
Red
or green.
Old world latte. Let's see. Yuletide pickle.
This is Yuletide. Old world Yuletide. The color is called pickle.
Pickle.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that's cute. That'd be really cute.
Pickles.
And we have
Olive.
This one is pretty.
Ooh.
What's this? Olive
like
Grove.
blue?
Yeah.
Cypress.
Olive Grove,
I love
cypress.
blue.
Yeah.
My favorite color.
Oh, that's great. This one would be a great accent
I think
color.
this is bluish greenness.
Jewelry box, twinkle twinkle.
I think that bluish greenness.
Yeah.
Bluish greenness.
And this is pretty poinsettias. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's from what Old World Yuletide. Those two would be great together. The pine cone green and the poinsettia.
Yeah.
Morning latte floral scape.
Oh, that's a great
this
one.
This is like white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
a creamy one.
Yeah. White.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it. That's great. Great projects, and great to see all your comments. And everybody, I love that you are loving the casserole recipe book. We put that together. We actually had a potluck at GE where everybody brought something with a casserole dish, and then we voted which ones made it to the recipe book. So these are all true and tested recipes, tell you that. Some of them I use a lot, and used a lot more when I had kids at home, because making a casserole is the easiest, fastest meal and the easiest cleanup. One pot dish. Love it. Yeah. All right. Any questions that you see come up?
No questions so far. Just great comments.
That's great. Everybody's loving this first Advent. So we're off to a good start. I wanted to say, so last year we had not a casserole carrier. We had a potluck carrier, which was not necessarily for hot dishes. It's just something to help you carry multiple things to a potluck. So I actually used mine. We had a little Friendsgiving event in our neighborhood in Florida, and I used my potluck carrier from last year. It was great because I made a big salad, and so I could put it in there and carry it and hold all the other stuff I needed to bring. But this one is the first time we really make one that is insulated for a hot casserole, and it fits those elongated dishes much better. The potluck carrier is more for like rounded things or square things. So very excited about that. Casserole Icelandic. Not the word. Like we do a lot of, what do you call it? Like what would be the word for poträtter? It's like a stew, or one pot meals. That is a very known thing in Iceland. And then every birthday party, there's always one dish where it's usually bread based, where you throw a bunch of things into a casserole dish, bake it, and you eat it, like cheese and veggies and all kinds of good stuff. And then so it's very much an Icelandic thing. One pot meals.
He asked me what is my favorite casserole. I don't know. I don't have a favorite.
Lasagna? You like
probably lasagna. Good lasagna.
Yeah. That's great. Well, thank you all for the great. They want to order the recipe book. We might be able to make that happen. That's a great one. We might be able to make that happen.
Maybe.
Yes, so you can get the pattern. Somebody's asking about how do we get the pattern if you didn't have the advent box. So those of you with the advent box, just log into your account on GEquiltdesigns.com. Go find that advent box purchase, and now you will see that there is a PDF. Go to my downloadable files and find the PDF, and then the video will be below. And so that's where we'll add the PDFs and the videos as they come out each week. And so that's how we get it. If you didn't order the advent box, you can purchase the pattern. It comes with the video as well. So right now, just for you guys that are watching the show for 1 hour after the show ends, you can get it for $1, and then it goes to $4.95 for a week for our beautiful customers, and then it will be the full price of $9.95. Not so bad for a pattern and a video tutorial. So I hope you enjoy. I'm really excited that you enjoy that. So we have a lot going on. Of course, this is holiday week kickoff, which means our holiday sale, our big holiday sale, our biggest sale of the year pretty much is going on. So we have some great things going. We had some early access to some of the items or some of the collections happening over the weekend, but this is the big one, the 50% off daily flash deal. So they started today, and today's deal, so these are just products that are not being clearanced. This is just a flash deal, random products. Well, not so random, but they will be on for every 24 hours, and once they're gone, they're gone. So 50% off. I think you have 8 more hours of ordering today's deals, and then there'll be all new deals tomorrow. And this will go on through Monday. We have some products at 70% off clearance. So there's that category is kind of slimmed down, but there's some still left. We have fabric from 20 to 60% off, which is always a great deal. Great fabrics. They're always quilt shop quality fabrics. You know that. We have select notions, 50% off. And then again, some select books, 25% off. We have video classes, select video classes for 25% off. So it's a great way if you haven't tried our video classes, check that out. And then of course we have our gift cards. We wanted to include that in there. Those are always great for gifts. So that is available in there as well. So check out our sale. One thing I wanted to mention with our biggest sale of the season, that just means we are getting a lot of orders every day. We are unable to be joining orders like we have so kindly done with many of you when you place orders sequentially, but there's so much volume coming in, hundreds and hundreds of orders coming in daily. Our goal is always to get things shipped out fast. So our team starts very early and they are just clearing things out as they come. So during this time, we're not able to join orders. However, I want to remind you of our Fab Box program. You can buy a Fab Box, and that is our fill a box program. You buy the box, you're just essentially paying for shipping on that box. And then you can place orders and just choose, once you buy the box first, single purchase, don't put anything else in your cart. You buy that, and then you get an email from us with a number. So when you place an order, you can, instead of putting in all the shipping stuff, you are going to choose local pickup and then put your Fab Box number in the notes. We will fill your order into your box. And then once it's full, or you email us and tell us you want it shipped, we will send it to you. We will always let you know when it's getting close to getting full. So check that out. That's a great option if you want to shop every day of the sale. All right. There are no fab boxes available. Well, we can rectify that. Let's check on that. There should be 2 sizes. There's a big one and a small box. So let me check that out. So check back after the show. We can have some more. Advent project. Yeah, they can't be added to cart right now. We're gonna fix that right here, right now. Just give us a few minutes. Okay. What other things do we need to talk about, Mr. HP? What do you have something to say? Johan? Did you forget to tell them something? They were asking some questions. They were asking if you're in school yet. Yeah, what's the name of your school? Because if you're in school already. Yeah. What class are you in? Kindergarten?
Kindergarten.
And you started kindergarten this fall. And what's your teacher's name?
Miss Connolly.
Miss Connolly. And you're starting to write a little bit and read.
Yeah.
So amazing. He wrote out a whole itinerary for us, all the things we were going to do while Amma and Papa are here. So we're so excited. But, all right. So everybody's talking about the fab boxes. Just hold on, everybody, till after the show. We'll have some boxes for you. Yeah, you want to show them? Show them what you wrote out for us to do. Yeah, you just show them right up on the screen. You wrote sewing, bio, which means movie, hike.
And also like Johan and 2 days.
Yeah.
All right, Johan, Amma, 2 days. Papa comes.
Yeah.
And movie theaters. That means bio, and that means
And we're gonna bake and craft
and
go on hike.
Yeah, go and hike.
Awesome. All right. We have some fabric to show you. We can't show it here, but I actually filmed it right before we left. So beautiful collection from Windham Fabric. So let's check out Dayspring. It's Dayspring, right? Have I got that right? Yeah, Dayspring. Let's check that out.
This gorgeous line is called Dayspring by Jess Phoenix for Windham Fabrics. Just look at this gorgeousness, really beautiful, fresh flowers. I love the colorway. This background is kind of a deep, deep navy with a little purplish undertone, but it just is a beautiful backdrop for all these other golds and really beautiful pinks, a little bit of coral, olive, teal, just beautiful. So this is the main print. This is a 10-piece collection. Next print is in the same sense, that deep navy purplish backdrop, some leaves in black and teal little berries. And we have a little bit of a tighter, more kind of a structured print with it's kind of like a repeat that is a little directional, but I love it because it kind of creates a little plaid feel to it. Really beautiful colors again. We have the vine print again in the teal background with the pink berries. Just really beautiful colors. Then we have another teal with those buds, like flower buds. You can see in the back, there's these leaves, teal leaves in the back. And then we just have these beautiful gold, pink, and then off-white flower buds. Bringing in that beautiful olive green. Love this print, this polka dot. I love the fact that it has just different sizes. They're a little irregular, and then they have these textured ones as well on it. We have another colorway of that main print I showed you at first. This beautiful floral on the green background. Just bursting with pink. So the pink and the coral color and all the teals. A little bit of purple here, bringing that in. Then we have tone on tone olive green, a little bit lighter hue than in these past two. This one is similar to this large scale print here, but as far as it creates like this diagonal plaid action on it, but a really subtle tone on tone. So I really like that. Then we bring in this beautiful gold that you can see in many of the prints, but this print is the same one as this one, just different colorway, and a little bit of that lighter soft pinks and deeper greens. Just a really pretty collection. I love the balance of big, bold prints and then the tone on tones to break it up. And finishing with the same polka dot print in that deep mustard gold. So that finishes out. This is 10 pieces. Now we have this in fat quarters and half yards. So really, really, really beautiful. Let me show you my fabric pull. Starting off with this beautiful deep bluish purple. This is Bumbleberry's navy blue, and it is perfect for all the tones in these prints, that deep background. So I really like this one in here. Also, Grunge Peacoat is this deep, deep navy with a little bit of purple in it. So this one would be another great option for a different type of textures, a little bit darker. Then we go into our teals. I found another Bumbleberries that is perfect. The Bumbleberries Hampshire Green. You'll see it has a little bit of green hue to it, but it matches the leaves in here perfectly. And then I also pulled Retro Stitch Teal, one of our newer ones. It's a little bit lighter than this dark one, but you can see it in other places where that teal is, it matches it perfectly. Going into our greens, I kind of did a variety of shades because we have this dark green, and I love this with it, spotted olive, because it has the textures of darks and lights in there, but it is a perfect match for this deeper hue. And then I did a little less olive. This is Grunge Vert, so it is a little lighter, but as you can see, it really bridges all three here. And then I went with one more, just a little bit lighter. This is Grunge Kelp. So these two grunges are newer for us. So it's Grunge Vert and Kelp. I love this one here. It also is so close to some of those gold tones. So speaking of gold, Heima in the knit dandelion is a perfect match for that deeper gold. I love that in here. The prints and textures match perfectly. And then I brought in just a little bit brighter yellow. This is Crimp Mimosa, and it looks great in here. I love the texture for it too. So as far as little focus, we had to bring in some pink. Of course, it's throughout almost all of the prints. So a little bit darker fuchsia color. This is Dottie Thatched. I love it because it has a little bit of a texture with it too. So it's great match for all those beautiful fuchsias. And then to bring in a little bit of the lighter tones, I picked this one, Color Dance Strawberry Pink. This was one of our color clubs. And I really like how that shows up with some of the lighter tones and just has that movement. As far as a background, I would go with something light to really make these colors shine. So I went with these off-white colors in these flowers. They're pretty light. So I went with Bumbleberries White. Has a little bit of a texture, not too much, but pretty nice and bright against all these colors. The other one is Grunge Vanilla. So not pure white, just a little bit grungier, has a little bit of gray and taupe in it, but a lovely choice for a background for this line. Dayspring by Windham Fabrics.
Well, we're back. Some people were having issues of putting the casserole pattern in their cart. Just make sure you refresh your browser, should work all good. And remember, it will be $1 for a full hour after the show. So no worries, no stressing. How's it over there, Mr. HP? Did you see any questions, anything like that?
No, not really.
I saw somebody asking.
Love the project.
Somebody asked, yeah.
No.
Anybody asking about the fabric in the Amelie quilt behind you? I saw a question about that. That is an older line. We don't have that anymore, but we usually pick the quilt to hang behind Mr. HP from that, something that would work really well with the fabric we just showed. So I think Dayspring would look beautiful and similar kind of colors as that one. So great.
Love the bundle.
Great. Love the bundle. We had a suggestion for backing. So we have 108s. I think we have one there. Look at that one.
Ooh, that's
how fun is that?
Yeah, I got way color.
You like that?
Yeah, I like color.
Super cool. Yeah, look at Papa. You're a great Vanna. We love it.
Vanna Paw.
So I think all that's left is asking the giveaway question, Johan. So they have to answer this question to be entered into our giveaway. What food combination do people eat that you just can't do or can't get behind? Like if you take fries and dip it in milkshake, like does that work for you?
No.
How about ketchup on eggs?
Oh, no.
No.
Can't get with it.
No.
Eggs.
Some people don't like to put cheese on any kind of fish dish, but that is like a thing in Iceland. Like,
yeah, I love
actually
that.
baked like fish gratins and things like
Cheese
that.
on anything is good.
Cheese on cheese.
Cheese on anything is good. Do you like cheese on everything?
Yes.
Yes. Big cheese lover. So let us know if there's any combination of things that you have seen people eat that there's like no bueno for you.
Pineapple on pizza.
Pineapple on pizza. It's good. It's good.
Mayonnaise on fries. Cocktail sauce.
Well, that's religion in Iceland. Not just mayonnaise. You have to mix it with ketchup and mustard first. Then it's cocktail sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Cheese and pickles. I mean, I'm more like pickles than anything. No, thank you. Okay, let's talk about our upcoming shows. We will be here on Friday. I know this is Thanksgiving week for everybody here in the U.S. So Thursday, we are doing Thanksgiving here in Portland. We're going to cook some great food, have some fun together. And then Friday, we are going to have a show. The Happy Friday show is at 12 p.m. Central Time. So make sure you come check it out.
Our drinks.
We're going to have drinks. Yes. And then we are back here next week at 4 p.m. with our Tipsy Tuesday, our second advent. And that show is going to be, actually, we're going to have co-hosts. We're going to have, sub-hosts because I'm on Mr. HB. And Mr. HB got a gig. Pawpaw's got a gig.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't do that show, but of course it'll be Advent and it'll be great hosts next week.
Pawpaw's a rock and roll.
He's a rock and roller, isn't he? Rock and roll. That's our show for tonight. Everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday. Take it easy. Be safe if you're traveling. I know there's snow coming in Minnesota.
No.
And Pawpaw needs to get to us tomorrow, right?
I love snow.
Yes.
Happy Turkey
Day for everybody, or happy vegan Thanksgiving.
Happy chocolate ice cream with cheese.
Whatever rocks your boat, you know. Happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you all. You all mean so much to us, and we will see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
the Stripology.